everyone. How's everybody doing today? I'm Raul Pagan, and with Nick Dupont, Anthony Aguirre, the whole crew is back another week here at Section 305, the sports show. The NBA season just started. We're going to be talking a couple of interesting headlines at the same time. We got the MLB World Series. And then in the next weeks, we're going to be talking about the first half of the NFL, college football. I mean, it's a busy schedule for us, guys. How's everybody doing?
I'm exhausted today, actually. Today I've been swarmed with everything, man. Oh my gosh.
I mean, look at Nick. He's even driving. He's really
out and
busy.
about, man. Always out and about, man. But anything for the show, anything for you guys.
Nick's on the side hustle today.
For him not to be in the studio, basically like on the run. Hopefully he's not having that OJ Simpson type of situation.
I ain't on the run from anyone. I gotta make that.
Hopefully he's not doing that OJ Simpson type of situation.
No. The glove didn't fit.
Oh my god.
It must not have quit.
Oh dear. Sorry,
guys.
Sorry.
Sorry. I know for a lot of people it's not gonna be a joke, so we're sorry for that type of.
Sorry, Anthony. Sorry.
No, I'm chilling.
Especially our producer Anthony. We had to start like this.
Man, I'm chilling, man. Y'all act like as if I'm a strict producer. Come on now.
I mean, you're a very big, important asset to this show, so that's why we apologize for the intro. We apologize for the intro. Before we get our headline started, Nick, Anthony, what a weekend for South Florida teams. Hurricanes bounce back with a dominated wing. The Dolphins, look what they did to the Falcons. All of us, when I was watching Tua, I was like, wait a minute. Michael Vick, is that you? Michael, is that you right there right now throwing the ball?
I don't know so much Michael Vick, but Tua every game needs to have one eye. That's all I got to say. Remember, look, Daniel out there on yesterday, and I couldn't believe it. I thought it was humorous. I thought we were going to lose. I thought it was humorous. I don't want to say that he was Dan Marino, but that's all the memes that I've been getting on my phone. So I've been enjoying.
Yeah, but they had Kirk Cousins out there.
The Falcons didn't have Penix or Drake London.
Yeah, but I mean, the Falcons have been playing decent this year.
They have, but not with Kirk Cousins out there, respectfully.
No, obviously,
He don't got that swagger no more.
But nobody thought that they were gonna blow them out either.
No, you're right about that part.
Also,
nobody thought they were gonna.
Yeah, Zach Robinson's play calling has been terrible. Like Zach Robinson needs to get out of the pistol formation for Atlanta. He needs to make his game more modern to what it is now if they're going to have a chance to succeed. Because Bijan Robinson was destroyed yesterday. Like the offensive line completely stopped him on the run. I think he only had 25 yards if I'm not mistaken. You can correct me on that fact. But almost every time
they limited him.
Like it was amazing. It was incredible.
No, so it was most. I don't know. Like, what was the big factor? Like the offense or the defense? Because we've been criticizing the defense.
Honestly,
a lot,
I would say.
You would say the offense?
Again, the defense is always out on the field, but I think the offense, I think the offense. Because the offense every week, they've been putting up almost 20-something points. Yes. They've been doing pretty well considering that they've had one of the worst offensive lines that we've ever seen. And even Tua had a great season, But
I mean, Tyson's career, 4 touchdowns. Tyson's career. Tyson's career in the game, 4 touchdowns.
No. Tua had 6. His career high 6. Tua's career high 6.
Second career high, my bad.
I mean, how many did they have against the Broncos?
Played very well. But there's just
Nick.
They need to pick up more on their. They need to pick up more. I'm sorry right now, everybody. If it seems like I'm not very focused, there's a car stopped in the middle of the street.
You're good. At the same time, like losing a little signal, but it's all good. At the same time, the Miami Heat, they broke record in the first half against the Memphis Grizzlies. That's also a big thing.
Yeah, man.
I didn't have expectations with Memphis. I told that they were going to be even out of the play-in. They've been losing a couple of pieces. Recently, Desmond Bane. They lost Jake LaRavia, and they basically didn't acquire nothing.
They didn't. No, there's a difference. They didn't lose those guys. They moved away.
They moved away from them. And
which is crazy. I mean, Jake LaRavia is a pretty good player. I mean, I don't know why you just gave up on him like that.
I don't know what type of cap space they're trying to make.
I mean, they kind of ran out of it, given the fact that John Moran and Jaren Jackson Jr. take most of it.
That's a big fact. And right now, like during the off season, we didn't see no big moves from them, especially like in the draft. So that's
Yeah,
why
no.
I expected them not to have like an impactful season. I mean, they've been regressing
I've
since
been
they
out. I've been
in
out
the
on
past
Memphis.
years.
I've been out on Memphis since 2023. I feel like that. I mean, you get knocked out of the second round each and every year. You're showing no progression, and
Yeah.
then like, come on, and then John Morant's all like, "Oh, we had OKC figured out until I got hurt." No, you did not.
No.
No, you
And
did not.
at the same time, like they were like overhyping the situation. Like Oklahoma defended themselves every time they had that like post game interview. Every single player that was a big factor in the win. Like coming from last season, let's just say the season before
Mhm.
this one, the past one,
Yeah,
they were coming like right. They were showing signs that they can actually go all the way to the finals, even though they lost in the second rounds against a veteran team like Dallas Mavericks with a couple of players that have experience and a little bit, how do you say, more production offensively. So that's why I picked the Mavericks to beat them in the Western Conference semifinals. But then last season, I was like, I think this is their year and they're gonna be one of the youngest team ever, not only to be in the finals, to like win it all. Like if I'm not mistaken, they're the second youngest team to win the championship. And well deserved. They were the most balanced team. They were the most healthy team. What they needed, two veterans, Alex Caruso, Isaiah Hardenstein, and they were big reasons why they. I mean, it was surprisingly they went to 7 games. They should have at least won in
yeah.
6 games. But
Honestly, just
we got to
I,
give respect to Indiana. We got to give respect.
gotta also respect Sam Presti because most GMs in that position would
Yep.
they would make a big trade and just go crazy.
Facts.
But nah, he stuck with the young core. He got two veterans,
Yep.
and so I mean, the fact that you got Alex Caruso without giving up a single first round pick, that's insane. That's
That's
insane work.
crazy. That's crazy. And no, and at the end of the day, they got like, if I'm not mistaken, next to the Nets or the Jazz, like the most first round, second round
They're
picks.
up there with them. They're
They're
up there
up
with
there
them.
with them with those teams making the past trades. I see. I mean, Utah and Brooklyn, they don't have expectation this year
No,
either. You know what I'm saying? They're still in real building mode. Brooklyn, like it's too obvious, Anthony. They are tanking for that
yeah,
first rounder. I mean, they got 5 first round picks and none of them were a big splash. I'm sorry.
mhm.
I know I'm right now disrespecting those players that they selected, but who balled out in the summer league? Who
None
balled
of
out in the preseason? Like who made noise that they said, "Hey man, this could be the face of the franchise," compared to Cameron Thomas and Michael Porter Jr. now being a new piece to their rotation. Like right now, Brooklyn is a mess. But yeah, what I'm trying to say, like, I didn't give Memphis expectations, not even to make it to a play-in. Right now, obviously, we're not. We can either live or not in the moment with certain teams. Certain teams are convincing. Others is like, all right, this is just a couple of days that they've had like a good luck charm. After that, we expect of what we predicted from them. They're gonna downgrade. They're gonna be either battling for a play-in or they're gonna be out of the play-in. And we can name a couple of those teams, but we got a couple of like headlines coming first. And since and that's the reason why I wanted to start the program, the show, talking about Miami because the Hurricanes bounced back when we saw the Dolphins surprisingly dominant win against the Falcons. The Miami Heat, they scored 86 first half points against Memphis, franchise record, and won by 32 against Memphis. And then
yeah.
yesterday, literally, us working there, we celebrated that like if it was a playoff series because
I mean, for a moment, it felt like it.
it
I mean,
felt like it.
that game got scrappy for a moment, man.
Yeah, and like we used to see Miami, like in a couple of minutes, all of a sudden that big lead that they had with 18 points, if I'm not mistaken, like 6 minutes remaining of the game, all of a sudden the Knicks were back at it,
Yeah,
back into it.
they cut it to 5 at one point. They cut it
They
to 5.
they
Yeah.
were they were back into it, but then Miami, let's just say, survived it. They made a couple
I
of
mean,
they make they
you
made a
could say
couple of
survive. You could say survive. You could say they responded, because I mean, again, this
defensively. They're always gonna respond.
yeah.
Offensively, is what we're
Yeah,
actually for the
but
first time
you gotta
seeing.
keep you gotta keep in mind this though. This is a whole new offense. Even though they're doing well so far, I mean, they still got new pieces to get acclimated into everything. Even though
Yeah,
again, Powell, Fontecchio, they play great. Yeah, no doubt. But there's gonna be some growing pains.
no, most definitely. I mean, this was another season that I'm like, man, again, another distraction. Because we're starting off without Tyler here the first months. Casper Jackashunes, the rookie, we don't know when he's gonna do his debut. And then last Thursday, of course,
Yeah.
it had to happen after a loss against Orlando, which they could have won.
No,
They
yeah,
had
no,
a
they
they
had
had
a
a good
good
lead in the fourth quarter. They
yeah,
had a
no,
good lead in the fourth
it was
quarter.
just you gotta keep in mind
Orlando came back.
Khalil
Offensive
Ward
rebounds and
Khalil,
ones.
Khalil only played like 3 minutes in the fourth quarter, and that was the main issue. They got out rebounded in second chance points.
I mean, he was questionable since
No,
supposedly
and
ankle
I know, and I
injury,
get it, and
ankle
actually
injury
supposed
that he
to,
had.
and I get it, it's supposed to reveal later on, which I allude to your point because you made this point. It was precaution because as I put out there, because it was kind of known that Khalil suffered a minor ankle injury in practice the day before the game. So again, like to your point, it was precaution. It was precaution. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I still think I know that you and Kolia and Nick probably are against me still, but when you see Killer Ware, if healthy, in the preseason, he was the best scorer off the bench out of all the players in
Yeah,
every team.
but
Like, I don't know, like if they should start him. That's why
nah,
I predicted him
bro.
to be like
The thing,
not a 6 man because I took Peyton, but obviously they're putting him as a starter. So then I switched up to Keldon Johnson with the San Antonio Spurs. And Keldon
yeah,
Johnson right now he's been
yeah,
balling,
no,
but right now Dylan Harper is actually in the rookie and 6 man type of
hey,
conversation
that'd
for
be
what we
great for
see.
him. But no, like, dude, what the thing is with Khalil, man, like he's a starter in this league,
Yeah,
especially with the size that he provides for the
he's
Heat.
been working. He's been working
He's
hard.
been
Also,
working, and not just that, but you look at the top teams that are projected in the Eastern Conference: Orlando, Cleveland, New York. They got size, even though New York,
yeah.
they didn't have Mitchell Robinson out there, and
And
Gershon
Josh
is still
Hart
struggling.
in the debut against the Cleveland Cavaliers, they didn't have Josh Hart or Mitchell Robinson. Even though they blew that lead, they responded like you said with the Heat on the fourth quarter
Yeah,
against the Knicks.
again, but with the Knicks, they didn't have their size out there that they're going to usually have.
Yep.
At least not like again for this game. So, but when that does come about, you need Khalil out there. You need Khalil to battle with those bigs. Cleveland, they're going to face Cleveland twice in the upcoming days. So they gotta get ready with those kind of games.
Both at home.
But exactly,
Both at home. So I mean, right now it's the
and
start of the season against the Charlotte Hornets. Like, what do you think? I'm gonna criticize LaMelo Ball's last shot attempt at the 3 point. Like,
yeah,
I mean, and you are somebody that
I get.
yes,
I've
like I
listen.
mean we be beefing about this because last
We've
year
been beefing this we met.
I picked Detroit last year and I was right.
Yeah,
And look at Detroit,
your
how they're
credit.
doing. I picked them actually to be number 3 in the East this season. Charlotte, you said if I'm not mistaken, playing probably.
Playing. I got no. Not
Playing
probably. I have them in the
in the
play.
play-in, 50-50 making the playoffs or 100% to make it to
No,
the
no,
playoffs.
no. I had them. I had them out because what I have
Playing, that's it. Playing and
just playing
then
because the thing is, I put Philadelphia and Boston in there, and that's way tougher for them. So
and
I don't
Boston
see
and
it.
Indiana right
But
now.
I see it being competitive. I see it being competitive.
No,
But
I will agree with that for the first time. But like if you are gonna be the face of the franchise or the
yeah,
superstar, if you're the game is tied 119 and you take a fadeaway 3-pointer, like what are
yeah.
you thinking? Like
I'll say
attack,
I will.
create situation, like clear space. You're gonna have probably if you attack the paint, you're gonna have like 3 players probably going against you, and they're gonna have a couple of your teammates like empty in a corner,
Yeah,
like
I'll give you.
open
I'll
shot.
let me add to
Or
this.
you draw the foul, or you draw the foul. Like you can
Yeah,
create so many situations instead of doing a fadeaway 3-pointer from the left side. Like
yeah.
I bet Charlie Hornet fans are right now
I mean,
really mad at
let
that.
me add to this because I can
They
speak
could
more
have
to
won
it.
that game. They could have
They
won
could have
that
won
game.
the game. Let me speak. I can speak more on this because I watched the entirety of the game and I know many Hornets fans. They are frustrated with that play. They are, of course, because they could have won the game. That's what made it more sour. They could have won that game, but at the same time, this is exactly what Charles Lee and Jeff Peterson alluded to.
They could be undefeated right now.
They could be undefeated, yeah, but they're being competitive right now. And right now, currently, as we're filming on a Monday, they are the highest scoring team in the league. And the Heat are in the top 5, which is crazy to say, given the recent years they've had their offense.
Yeah.
But just to end this thing right here so that we can get to the headline, the Hornets have a chance. Yeah. Again, I'm not gonna give them too much hype because I fell on my ass on that time last year with it. But
I mean, they're the top 2 team behind the Denver Nuggets. But
the Hornets can be a really good team in the East. Right now, it's wide open. They could shock some teams.
Definitely the East.
Again, if LaMelo so also
too many injuries.
In that fourth quarter against Philadelphia, Brandon Miller left the game early. He had a shoulder injury. But I will say this: they have really
somebody that can be a most improved player of the year. Also, I didn't take that in consideration.
They have really good rookies. They did what Brooklyn was supposed to do, and they knocked on every single pick. So expect them to contribute. Ryan, Sion, all of them. They can all be really good in the They're already in the rotation. They're already being impactful on both sides. So just to end this off right here, so we can get to the topic. The Hornets can be a really good team compared to recent years. They can be.
At the same time, we're in the topic because it says Miami Heat best offense in the league so far.
Yeah, and they're the top 5. They're both in the top 5.
They're top 5. If we're gonna say like the best offense in the league, I would say hail to the Jazz, and you know why? Kasparas Jakashunas hasn't done his debut. We got Tyler Hero out for the first 2 months. He can come back in December or maximum January. And then I
think we'll see him. I think we'll see him either early or mid-December because just to add some context, he got surgery in mid-September, and I think around the time that when the Heat announced it, he said he'll be reevaluated in it was either 6 to 8 or 8 to 10 weeks. Something like that. I forgot. I can't remember exactly which one it is, but I'm assuming that once he is I swear I remember counting this that it should be early December. It should be early December or mid-December. I think we'll see him by that time.
I'll actually hopefully it does, but if he's still not 100%, I'll rather
don't rush it. Don't rush
January.
Yeah.
But yeah, with all the situations that is happening with Miami, this is the first time they are. I mean, it's just 3 games. I understand that.
Yeah.
But even the preseason with their losses, they show a glimpse of what they can do offensively. What we've been waiting. I could say in a span of 3 games, this has been the most consistent offense in the past 82 games, 3 years. I'm comparing to the year they made it to the finals, that last offensively. 2023, 2024, they were one of the top 5 worst. Last year, they actually progressed. Then they lost Jimmy Butler. They were trying to figure out, saying that new offensive scheme. Top 10, top 5 worst team. Now this year, I would want to say no distractions. But we already saw what happened. I'm not trying to laugh of the situation because Terry Rozier is one of us. He's part of the organization, Raul, and they back him, and they're backing him up. They're saying that he's innocent,
and that's okay. And also, Raul, but also Raul, even with the occurrence, the Heat are playing as if nothing happened. Because
that's what I wanted to.
Because and this is no shot at Terry. But he was not going to be in the rotation this year, despite everything. He was not going to be in the rotation unless injuries occurred, which God forbid. But he was not going to be a rotation player. He just wasn't because you were going to have. You got
David Mitchell and Kasparas Jakashunas, Tyler Hero, obviously Tyler Hero. As a backup, Kasparas Jakashunas and David over Terry Rozier.
Exactly. Yes, absolutely. I have Terry.
I'm not gonna go against that. I would like to go against that, but I can't.
I believe Tyler will be the starting point guard.
Backing
up will be Mitchell. I believe he'll be at the bench once he's back. Kasparas is that third string, and Terry is just there.
So,
respectfully,
So Casper is. I feel like he's more of a scorer than a distributor. So they can
I mean,
actually play him
I
as
mean,
a
he
shooting
showed
guard.
more
Also,
contributing in the preseason, so that's what my thing is based off of. Because here's another thing that I would say with Hero when he comes back. Because I asked Spoelstra today, how does he see Tyler fitting into this offense once he comes back? He says he'll amplify the offense, but this is my envision. I envision Hero being more of a pass first than a
yeah,
score first this year, mainly because last year he had to score first because Bam
obviously,
wasn't consistent offensively.
yeah.
Everyone else really wasn't. It was really him, and that's why he had a great
A
year.
lot of
Also,
people say that was Bam exposed after Jimmy Butler got traded? Like,
I mean, the
can
case
they
could be
rely
made.
on him? Can they rely on him to be like either a second or first scorer? I still believe he can, and
I
he
say
can be
second.
no, but I no. What I'm trying, that's what I'm saying. First or second scorer. I believe like Bam could have like an impactful season, go back to All-Star mode, average his double doubles, and at the same time being that conversation for defensive player of the year. I mean, he has to. He's the leader, the captain of the team. I talked
But
about this a couple of our past shows. Like, bam, what are we gonna see from him this season? Like, if the Miami Heat are gonna go like surprisingly minimum semifinals, maximum Eastern Conference Finals, because I'm not putting them again over the Knicks. I'm not putting them over the Cavaliers. I'm not even putting them over the Pistons, the Magic, the Hawks. Right now, I actually can put them over them because the Hawks haven't looked like the team that we expected. So, I mean, I know it's the beginning of the season, but that's not after those two losses have said something
but
about them. Like apparently,
also
like
Raul.
I don't know if Quinn Snyder has something to do with it. Like he's a good
But
coach,
I
but
mean, it's a new roster. It's a completely new roster for them. It's completely new. But
I mean
also,
you. But that's where you see coaches like Tyronn Lue, Eric Spoelstra managing the situation, figuring out who's the first unit, who's the second unit, and how are they gonna fluid.
keep in mind, Snyder has had for majority of his time as a coach, he's usually had the same roster. In Utah, it was a consistent core. With Atlanta, at least so far, before this year, it was a consistent core. Not anymore, of course, obviously. So obviously they had changes with John Collins and DeJounte Murray and everything,
All right.
but it's not as drastic as this year. This year they have like 4 new main pieces.
Nickel Alexander Walker, Luke Kennard,
Yeah,
Kristaps
KP.
Porzingis.
So it's a lot more than past years. So
All
I'll
right, so
give
I'm
him the
gonna ask
benefit.
you this question. All right, so with him having that consistent core, has he make it to the third round in both conferences?
And I get that
There
to
you
your
go.
point.
There you go.
But here's the thing though, but stability matters in the league. Now, granted, he didn't accomplish it. Then again, he was in a crazy ass Western Conference. But having stability is rare in this league because every year these organizations go through drastic changes that sometimes don't work out for the team. Not saying that it won't work out for Atlanta, but I'm just saying that I would give that Atlanta team the benefit of the doubt right now, just because there's still a
No,
lot of
sure.
more doing.
They're gonna figure things out. And
Yeah,
I expect them to. I mean, when my predictions, I put the Knicks, Cavaliers, Pistons, Magic, Hawks, and Bucks. That was my order. Top
yeah.
six.
But Raul,
I'm staying consistent with that.
just to get back to your point on Bam, the Heat have had their biggest success with him as a second scorer. I personally don't see him being. I see him being a leader, but I can't see him helping this team succeed as a first option.
I
It
mean,
just hasn't. It hasn't been there, and I don't think.
at the same time, a player doesn't have to be like the second most valuable for being the second best scorer. Both
No,
ends
no,
that brings you what
he
you
is the
need
most. But he
from
no, but and he is the most valuable.
efficient player that can produce both ends of the court,
Yeah,
even though he's not having an explosive offense statistically. Like two-way player, that can be your second best player, even though he's not your second most reliable scorer in
but
the
he
team.
is the most valuable because Bam does.
Yeah,
He has
or
the
hell
most.
yeah,
He has the most
hell yeah,
responsibilities out of anybody on that roster. Out of anybody.
yeah, of course. But at the same time, like I said, maybe just a little bit more impactful offense from him. It can take us a lot of places
It
in the
could.
East, especially when it's like the most flexible ever. Have you seen this Eastern Conference with all these injuries and then teams that are going to do better because of the other ones that were in the top 6, and then they are without their superstars? Some of them, well, not some of them, both of them traded big valuable pieces. Like you saw Boston trading Kristaps Porzingis,
Well,
Drew
Indiana
Holiday.
didn't trade
You saw
anybody.
Indiana trading, trading, not signing, not resigning Miles Turner. What do you say? What do you say? I'm sorry.
No, I was saying let go. They let go of Miles Turner.
The Bucks let go of Miles Turner, and at the same time, Damian Lillard. And Damian Lillard. But Boston traded those two players that in the first year when they acquired them, they won a championship.
Yeah. It was
and
money.
They gave Drew Holiday an extension once they won the championship.
Well, yeah, but keep in mind, Raul, new ownership. They didn't give him that contract, so they weren't going to pay it.
I mean, Brad Stevens.
Yeah, but keep in mind, it's the owner's money, and now there's a new majority owner, so they weren't going to pay that money.
Yeah.
Even if they won a championship.
Understandable. So right now, like to end this topic in the East, I can definitely say Miami. I mean, they're top 5, scoring 127, and they don't got the same roster as Denver. They don't got the same roster as the Thunder. The Raptors actually look nice, and I told you guys this in the play-in. In the play, I told you guys they're going to get it. They're going to go to play-in. They can even surprise to be a top 6 team with Brandon Ingram, Scotty Barnes, RJ Barrett, Emmanuel Quickly, Jacob Portal, like Grady Dick. Like Grady Dick, I think he's gonna be efficient coming off the bench. Like you see this type of roster, and you're like, all right, they look nice.
Do you see him as a 6-man candidate?
I mean, Grady Dick, if he's coming off the bench, a lot of people saying that he's actually gonna have the most impactful season in his, if I'm not mistaken, his 3rd-year career. So yeah like he can. And I said this like when we were giving our predictions. I had to, since Peyton Pritchard is a starter for Boston, because right now they don't got nobody in the rotation. Then I had to switch to Keldon Johnson. With the coach of the year, I picked Mike Brown because I compared to the season that Kenny Atkinson had. The Cavaliers were 2 games away from winning 50 before he arrived. Then he arrives, they broke record, and wins coach of the year. So what's the difference of Mike Brown basically with the Knicks winning 50 and then probably taking that team to the first place in the Eastern, maybe going over 60 wins, maybe even having the first position in the whole league?
No argument for me.
I mean, he could be a candidate, but then Kolia, I gotta mention him because he's been saying that
real quick on that one.
He's been saying that the coach of the Raptors, if they actually make it to the top 6, and depending the final result of their season, he can also win or at least be recognized a candidate of coach of the year. The Raptors, just think about it, Anthony. Nobody is predicting the Raptors to make it in the playoffs. None of you guys put them in the top 6. None of you guys either. I put them in the play-in. I didn't put them in the top 6. I put them in the play-in and possibly earning like the 8th spot. Like depending on the outcome, like he also could be recognized as at least a candidate if he doesn't win it.
They got good pieces, but I'm just not sold yet. And just to end this right here, so we go to our next topic. I'm just simply not sold. Just because good players, but health is going to be a big thing. They have a lot of injury prone players, and I don't know. I just don't see it with them. I just don't see it with them.
All right, so I mean, it's the beginning of the season. They're top 4 scoring. They're top 4 scoring. Just to let you know of how they started the season. Defensively, they gotta improve.
You gotta pick that up. That's the thing with the Heat. That's the thing with the Heat. They now have the offense to really go for something crazy.
Exactly.
But the defense will always be there.
Yeah. So I guess both of us agree that right now the Heat are the best offense.
Oh yeah.
Regarding of the pieces that we have compared to the other top 5 teams, and at the same time, like the scenario that we're having with injury players, and then Rozier being out indefinitely.
Wait comes back, and then it could be more interesting in a good way.
I agree with that. I mean, I'm trying to contact Nick to see if he can join us in like the last minutes that we have of today's sports show. But let's go with the other topic, cause Anthony, what happened here? What happened here? Like, I bet sports betting. I mean, I know it's a sensitive topic right
Man,
now. I know sensitive topic right now, but whoever, if I would have picked DraftKings or FanDuel, I would have
we're
picked
not sponsored, by the way. We're
Sacramento.
not sponsored. We are not sponsored.
I'm not sponsoring that. I'm just trying to say
No,
like
I'm
those
just
are
clearing for the viewers. I'm just clearing that up right now.
yeah. Those are sports applications, betting applications that we can legally at the moment utilize. But Anthony, with Luka out, LeBron, who knows when he's gonna come back? Hopefully soon. You never know. It's his last season, even though he hasn't had glimpse or signs of that. But Austin Reaves, I mean, did he get drug tested today?
There's no reports, but I can kind of bet yes.
I mean, 51 points, no Luka, no LeBron. And this is what I've been talking about in my sports show in Noticias Generación News, the Latin radio company that I work for, one of the 3 jobs that I have. It goes live from air from 5 to 6. It's in Spanish. So for all our viewers that are listening to us in English, to those who are bilingual, you already know where to go. But like Austin Reaves, I've spoken a couple of times that if he, since LeBron is out, becomes the alpha meta, since Luka right now is looking like an MVP type of player, and what we saw in the first game against the Warriors, he was the only one that had his back. Nobody, the rest of the starters, nobody coming off the bench. Like, it was Luka literally in the desert, but Austin Reaves was joining him. Because Austin Reaves right now has been balling. But now to have his first game without both superstars and to have 51 against another California team, a team that I also put entering the play-in, possibly filling those 2 last spots, 7, 8, to enter the playoffs, Sacramento Kings, once Domantas Sabonis came back. And look what just happened. 51-piece Nuggets.
It was crazy because at first it was looking like the Russell Westbrook night. He had a crazy ass play on Jake LaRavia, staring him down and everything. He was looking really good. And then this dude right here on the screen decides, nah, I'm gonna get mine. And he just went off. I wasn't able to tune into the entire game, but once I saw that, I'm just like, what is going on? Like, he
was cooking. Like, from the start to the end.
Man, like, first of all, where was
career high?
First of all, where was the Heat scouting report or scouters on this guy? Because we're supposedly the best organization at getting undrafted players.
We getting undrafted players.
We missed out on one more.
What could have been?
So, hey, man, they still got other pieces. It's all right. But, I mean,
and he shot 12 for 22, 6 for 10 from 3-point line. Yeah. Also, almost a triple-double.
He's going to do a lot.
Almost there, a 50-piece McNuggets triple-double.
Yeah.
We've seen James Harden do. Like we've seen Russell Westbrook do. Like those kind of players.
As long as Austin is available, he's gonna help the Lakers be competitive. But they're losing a lot of bodies. Like you mentioned, no Luka for a little bit, no LeBron for an extended period. We don't know how long he'll be for real. They're without Jackson Hayes for their next game. And I think they're without Rui. Not Rui.
Rui scored 18.
No, I mean somebody else, not Rui, but somebody else is out for the next game for the Lakers.
Oh, okay, got you.
But
hey, finally, this dude woke up, DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah. I'm not giving him no props. I'm giving no props only because it's one game from him, and we've known him.
Yeah,
he'll have a great game here and there, but then it's a more frustrating.
The reason why I'm applauding him is because 22 points, 15 rebounds. That's nice. Because
That's nice, but
are you expecting something defensively from him? No.
no,
So
no,
that's
and
why
not
that's what so
even,
that's why that's the only credit that we can give him.
but even those numbers, I wouldn't clap because I know the next game he'll probably go 6 points and 8 rebounds.
That's true. I mean, but at the same time, like, all
But
right, so this dude had to go for 51 in order for this team to get the win without Luka and LeBron and a
yeah,
couple of pieces.
yeah.
But,
So
but
as long as
at the
Reeves
same
is
time,
there,
you need somebody to back you up, and that
true,
was DeAndre in that game. That was DeAndre in that game.
and that could be Jake Laravia maybe a night, or maybe
Yeah,
even, or
yeah.
maybe they go deeper in their bench, get Nick Smith Jr. up there, somebody. But as long as Reeves is controlling the offense, but for the time that Luke and LeBron are out, you can confidently say after this game, hey, they'll be within margin.
I
So yeah,
mean,
so
defensive. I
I
mean,
so so I,
defensively, I'm
yeah, no,
still
defensively
worried about this
there's
team.
always
Like this
concern.
team is so bad defensively.
Yeah, no, of course.
Like since I mean last year when they acquired Luca, they actually went into an interesting streak where their defense got better, but then
But then they
they
faced
got
the
back to
team.
what they were actually
Yeah, but then they faced a team with an
identified
actual
as.
big man. They faced a team with the actual center and actual height. So that
Yeah,
caught up to them. It caught up to them.
yeah.
But I mean,
Well,
as long as
I said with Marcus Smart and Jared Vanderbilt,
maybe Marcus Smart can have a game here and there.
some progression we're gonna see from this team, but not that big.
Maybe
Like
Marcus can have a game here and there.
and look at the same time, like being a little bit more. I'm not trying to say leaner. That's what the right word. Sorry, guys. Leaner. You know what I'm saying? If he stays like that, maybe he can start getting a little bit more faster, quicker.
Yeah, of
I mean,
course.
he is somebody that is still
Well, even
even like people have criticized his diet. The
well,
dude still murders
yeah.
everybody
But also
offensively
Raul,
and plays with triple doubles and actually averages over one steal per game.
keep in mind,
So imagine him leaner right now
Raul,
and a little bit more.
even when Luca was younger, he wasn't exactly the fastest player because he plays at his own pace. Not to say he's slow, he just prefers not to always run all the time. So, but to your credit, if he stays this way, then yes, the opportunities will definitely be there. Absolutely.
For
Because
them to at least, I mean, right now they're top 10 defensively in points allowed. So it's not that
yeah,
bad. It's not
no,
that
not
bad.
that bad. And
It's not the same as efficiency. Efficiency is another
it's a
different
whole different thing.
definition.
But
It's a whole different definition.
but Reeves can give them some light because usually when you look at your team and you're without your two stars, you think to yourself, "Oh damn, we're screwed." Nah,
Yeah,
they got
yeah,
another
yeah,
piece
of
up there
course.
that can really pick up the slack.
And especially against a team that's Sacramento, let's just say roster wise, yesterday was more healthier than them.
Yeah, for sure.
That was more healthier than them. And so for Austin Reeves to explode with this type of numbers, like kudos to him. And this is what exactly we are expecting. Not only if Luka's not playing, even when Luka is playing, he's got to do the same thing he did with the Warriors. Help him out. He was the only one. He scored 26 points against the Warriors. Like he was the only one having his back. This is his time to shine if he wants to get like possibly, since Anthony, you know most of this top contract situations, a max contract with the Lakers. I know like the cap space is not helping him out, but once like they start moving pieces, especially LeBron, since he's in his last year contract, like this is the moment that he can deliver and prove to them that him and Luka can be one of the most dynamic and dangerous duos in the league.
Just to end the topic here, so we'll go to our
Yeah,
next one.
yeah,
Contract wise, well, let's keep in mind the Lakers now have a new majority owner, so
yeah,
so he might
yeah.
be
Jenny
willing to
Boss
actually
stole
pay.
her shares. Yeah,
So he might be willing to pay Austin Reeves what he wants because he'll likely decline his player option this summer. No, not this summer. Next summer, enter free agency, but sign a big contract with the Lakers.
yeah.
I don't know the exact number of what the max they can give him, but it's gonna be something that is gonna be hard if LeBron wants to come back, that he gets a max. No, because it's gonna go to him because he's younger. He is an investment plan in his
Obviously,
future. So it's gonna be tricky with next summer when things come around. So, but he's gonna get paid for sure
no.
if he keeps this up, which I highly
If he
doubt.
keeps this up, and at the moment, the Lakers last two games, They've scored 255 points. That's not bad offensively.
No, that's not bad.
That's not bad, especially, you know what I'm saying, with injury problems that they had. And against the Warriors, let's just say it was the first game of the season, and Luka Austin didn't have help from the second unit and even the roster. So we can say the same thing about the rest of the teams. It's the beginning of the season. It's only 3-4 games for like the 30 teams participating in the league. So it's a season that right now nobody's playing defense. We gotta agree with that.
Well, except for the
Nobody's
Heat,
playing
they're
defense.
still they're
Except for the Heat. Except for the Heat. I agree with
wait
that.
till the Heat get more comfortable with their defense, and then
There's-
watch them really lock up.
I mean, that's always been their identity, Anthony.
Yeah.
The thing that we've been always struggling talking about them is their offense,
Which
and
is look good.
which is look good. So right now, both teams are playing. The Lakers, Lakers finished top 3. The Heat, 10th, first team to win 2 on the road to make it to the playoffs. But I predicted both of them to make it to the play-in still. I mean,
I think between the Heat and the
start,
Lakers,
good start. Both of them are 2-1. Good signal.
yeah,
We can agree with both of them. Right now, the Lakers are number 4. The Heat are number 4. So,
yeah,
nice coincidence in
yeah.
that situation right now.
Let's get to a different sport to end this.
All right, so let's end our last topics. Our last topic actually with who wins the World Series, Blue Jays or Dodgers. We already know what Nick told us. I mean,
Nick has the Blue Jays.
He's got the Toronto Blue Jays, the best offensive team.
To his credit, he did predict the comeback against the Mariners when they were down 2-0. So credit to him on that.
Shut up, man.
Credit to him, not me, man.
No,
I wanted the Mariners. Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind.
Legally, with my boss, I lost $100 in the 7 decisive games, so it hurts, especially when they switched the pitcher. All of a sudden, Jan Springer, it had to be a Puerto Rican to knock out a 3-run home run to win the game. So it's still hurting. Hurting right now. I'm still thinking if with my boss we can go double or nothing for this World Series.
Don't dig your grave deeper.
Bro, I need a comeback win. Like I'm suffering right now.
That depends. Who you taking?
I'm taking the Dodgers back to back. Cause all right, so the same as the Mariners, right now the Dodgers are the most completed team.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you see them, they finished this season like top 10 in every category. I'll be more specific: top 6 offensively and in pitching. Defensively, yeah, they finished decently. When you see the Toronto Blue Jays, number 1 batting team in the league, and they proved it against the Yankees. They humiliated them. Still hurting. Hate to say it. Still say they dominated the Mariners. They had their moments, but defensively, like they were top 10 worst teams. And we saw a couple of errors that could have cost them the series against the Mariners. Not the Yankees. Forget about the Yankees. The Yankees, I don't even want to talk about them. I'm not trying to.
Long distance memory.
And in the pitching, yeah, they got a couple of good starters, but I could give the edge to the relievers from the Dodgers.
Yeah.
And what we saw in that series against the Brewers, bro, the Brewers were the most completed team. Top 5 offensively and defensively, and one of the best pitching teams in the league. And they cleared them out 4-0. You saw Yoshinobu Yamamoto for the second time in the playoffs, pitching 9 innings and being the main factor for those 2 wins. We've seen Tyler Glass now. We've seen Shohei Ohtani. Blake Snell got his first loss of the postseason in the first game of the World Series. We get that. But he's somebody that if this series extends, he can still deliver for that team. I would actually give more their first loss to relievers like Emmett Sheehan, Anthony Banda. Like 9 runs in the 6th inning. I mean, that's not a Dodger way. That's not a Dodger type of pitching style we've seen. Like in the whole postseason, and we can say in the majority of the regular season. So basically, that was just like a collapse.
Yeah.
From the bullpen. That was a collapse from the bullpen. Credit to the offense of the Blue Jays, especially Addison Barger, who connected that grand slam. That secured the game. It was 5-2. He connected that grand slam. The momentum ended for the Dodgers, and the momentum started and finished with a secure win for the Blue Jays. But when you see Yoshinobu Yamamoto for the second time, 9 innings, he finished with 8 strikeouts, permitting the only run of the game, permitting only 4 hits against the number 1 betting team in the league. And right now, his record in the postseason is 3-1, 26 strikeouts, 0.73 whip, and 1.57 ERA. Like Tyler Glasnow, I expect him tonight to also like have an impactful. And you seen Roki Sasaki and Blake Trinan, those type of relievers, they've done a consistent good job with this team. So all they got to do, like yesterday, Will Smith, and not the actor, the catcher, he scored 1 run, 1 home run, which it was between those 2 hits that he connected, and 3 RBIs. Otani and the Pajes, 1 run, 1 hit. Like all they need to is put numbers in the scoreboard, let the bullpen take care of the rest. And now they got 3 straight games at their park. Like at least I said that this series is gonna go to 6 games, and the Dodgers win at Toronto, game 6. But I will admit, just to give you the last word, Anthony, the Blue Jays have proven that on the road, they play equally or better than at home. So I can't disrespect them.
Give me the Dodgers too. And my answer is more simple than yours. It's more so just because I'm a very proud American. I will be damned if I root for Canada right now. Ever. And let me keep in mind of this.
Why you had to go that type of...
Hang on, Raul. I despise the Dodgers. Ask my mom. She is a LA native.
My brother is a Dodger. Yeah, me too. My brother is a Dodger fan. Like, this is the first time I'm rooting for them.
Keep in mind,
they beat me last World Series.
Every time they're in the World Series, I have to hear it. I have to hear it each and every time.
Yeah.
And I can't stand it. I'm a Marlins fan. We don't spend that kind of money. So
imagine me. I suffered through it last World Series. What are you talking about?
The World Series last year. Give me a break.
I don't care about second place. I don't care about second. Do you think this logo right here? Bro, Yankees and Marlins are different expectations. You think second place for us is a big achievement? We haven't got to a World Series since 2009. We finally did, and we went to bed against them, especially game 5. We should have won, and we allowed them with so many errors that we committed for them to come back and beat us in our damn territory. You think that doesn't hurt? I don't care about second place.
Raul, you were alive to experience a World Series. I haven't. So there's the massive difference.
Wait. Where were you born?
03. I was a damn baby. I was a baby, my guy. I had nothing. I got nothing on this team. So I'm only with the Dodgers simply because red, white, and freaking blue. I'm not a redneck. I'm not a hillbilly. But damn it, I love America so much.
Marlins are going places.
They are. No, definitely.
Top 7 in Cal Stowers and the rest of the crew. The top 7 in batting. They just need to make a couple of big moves in the bullpen, and if they're ready to compete.
If the front office commits this season, then my gosh, I love our chances.
Yep, to be like a sleeper team. Let's just
absolutely, yeah. I respect that. I respect it so much. Yes.
Let's just pump the brakes.
Yeah, no, of course.
At least sleeper team.
Yeah,
and then we can continue to move on.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Matter of fact, they kind of were this season.
They could have gone to the playoffs. They could even got to the playoffs and replaced. I mean, the Mets didn't make it because they didn't allow that to happen.
Yeah,
and I went to the last game of the season. I went to the Marlins and Mets last game of the season just to witness them knocking out the Mets out of the playoffs. Yeah. That's crazy.
The main reason, the main part that hurt them was that 5-game series against Atlanta when they lost 4 out of 1. That hurt their chances. But if they would have gotten at least 3, we'd probably having a whole different conversation.
Yeah.
So just to end it right here,
Dodgers.
Dodgers. We both got Dodgers.
All right, so I said,
different reasons.
Yeah, no, I'm still. I mean, I should have been rooting for the Blue Jays, but even they're the ones that eliminated me in the divisional series. So man, I can't believe I got to root for the team that eliminated me in the World Series. Man. But I mean, and you know what's crazy? You're gonna see this as interesting. This is right now Los Angeles against Toronto. You know what that means, right? This is right now Drake against
get the
right now. So I would root for Toronto and Drake, obviously. But man, sorry, Jersey, my favorite artist, my idol, my role model. I gotta go with the Dodgers. They're the most completed team. I'm talking facts, stats. I'm doing analysts on a team that should repeat. Yeah, Toronto made a good run. First time since 1993 to make the World Series. But I have them winning in 6 games. What about you? You have an answer.
I think they close it at home. I'll give it to them in 5.
All 3 straight games?
All 3.
Wow. I mean,
I listen, I respect the Blue Jays. They do play tougher on the road.
You're not doing it right now. You're not doing it right now.
No, you're not doing it right now. And I showed it against, and they showed it against the Mariners. But man, give me the Dodgers, man. I think they're gonna hold on strong.
I got you. All right, so we'll see. I mean, as a home team like that he did against the Thunder in 2012, preferably win all 3 straight games.
Absolutely.
And finish it. Try not to go to game 6 to Toronto because then their backs are going to get against the wall. Their backs, just like the Mariners situation happened. Mariners could have finished the series at their home turf. Let's see what happens with them next season. But yeah, we're rooting for Dodgers. We didn't take Coldia's pick, right? Is he going with Toronto or Los Angeles?
I don't know what he's going with. I don't know.
All right, so we'll find out once we do our next sports show. Whoever wins, he probably is gonna lie to see. Oh, I was rooting for this type of team.
To his credit, he's an honest man at times.
He's an honest man. But at the same time, yeah, he has his moments. He says that I have my crazy moments. All of us have our crazy moments. This is part of sports debate. It happens in every single industry, every single show. That's what makes it interesting and funny at the same time. So thank you guys for being with us. Another Section 305 Sports Show. I'm Raul Pagan, Anthony Aguirre. We'll see you guys next week.